Sharice Power 89 with me, Cappuchino, and in with me, I have one of the Housewives of the Potomac, and she's more like a local girl around these parts because she's from Jersey, and I have with me Miss Monique Samuels. How are you?
I'm great. Look, I'm home. I'm really excited. When I looked on my email and I said, Power 99, what? I made it! Finally, I'm here!
Well, I'm happy to have you here because I love this show. First of all, you're
Thank
new
you.
to the season, new to
Yeah.
this cast, so how is it being on with these other ladies who basically already established themselves with the show already?
You know what? For me, I'm used to being in situations where I'm meeting new people, and because my husband, you know, with his career and with the coaching after that,
Right.
we're moving around and meeting new people all the time. So it was nothing to me, and I always get along with people. So I was more so taken aback when I started getting shaded for nothing at all. So I was just like, dang, you know,
And it's
I'm
funny
just
because
being me.
you're getting shaded by one of the ladies I actually like on the show, and like the way she's coming at you, I'm like, come on, Giselle, you gotta calm down just a little bit.
Yeah, and I watched the first season. I'm a Housewives fanatic on all of the Housewives franchise shows that I watch, and I was really shocked myself. I thought that she would be one of the people that I would get along with.
Right.
And so I'm just like, oh, yeah, we can have fun. We both 5'7", light eyes. You know, I'm like, we can do this. And I sit down and you don't have a home? What?
Ah, yes,
I'm like, I catch shade, you know?
Yeah.
So when she said that, I was like, oh,
Came
here we
at
go.
you. I was like,
I have
no,
four.
Giselle, come on. So how did they even approach you to become one of the Housewives?
So Sharice Jackson Jordan, I knew of her from the whole charity circuit.
Okay.
So when she found out that I was actually looking at some homes in Potomac, we hadn't done any visits yet.
Oh, wow.
But she knew that it was like the speculation was there, like, oh, she might be moving to this area. She reached out and she welcomed me into the group. So.
And that's how you got on the spot on the show, just like that.
Just like that.
Okay, now I remember asking her earlier, y'all. I asked her behind the scenes. I'm like, Monique, do you actually sit down and watch some of the shows? And you say you watch it how many times?
About 4 or 5 times. Me and my husband think it's the best comedy out there. So it's just funny, and we'll sit back, pour our little glass of wine, and we'll just watch it like when the kids go to bed. And then sometimes I'll let the kids see certain scenes.
Okay.
So if it shows them in there, or you know, I'll let them watch a little clip.
Right.
And the other day, my son told me, Mommy, he said, I like Housewives of Atlanta. I said, what the heck you know about Atlanta? He said, I like Housewives of Potomac too. I said, oh, really? I said, well, who's your favorite housewife? Miss Ashley and Miss Sharice. I said, what about Mommy?
You all out.
Yeah. He said, oh, you too, Mommy. You're my most favorite.
See,
I'm like,
because he's around you all the time. That's what it was.
He ain't even looking at me like I'm nothing. I'm just your mommy. That's it.
My God. I will say, watching the show, you seem so down to earth and all that, and a lot of ladies, they think that you talk about yourself a lot. So let's talk about you.
Yes.
Because you got a foundation going on and all that.
I do. And I do want to address the whole bragging and talking about myself thing. It's kind of hard when you're coming into a group and they're saying we want to get to know you, but then they're asking me specific questions about things that I have or making assumptions. I'm like, y'all heifers don't want to get to know me for real.
They're contradicting what they're saying.
Exactly. So it makes me look like I'm just running my mouth about me all the time. But hey, I'm a businesswoman. I'm a housewife. I'm a mother. I'm a lot more than just, you know, what they're trying to portray me as far as in their mind. But, you know, I just actually put together my own foundation called the I'm Boss Foundation.
Okay.
And it's an acronym for Beating Odds, Setting Standards. So I went to my old high school, Pleasantville High School, and they had a career day yesterday, and I spoke to several classrooms about the boss mentality. So I told them, if you can change your mindset, you can change an entire generation. And that's what it's all about. The mindset of these kids these days is just like no goals.
Right.
So I'm like, look, y'all can have everything you want in life. And I told them, I said, I sat in these same seats. I'm like, and it's not just the show and my husband, but I've been doing a lot. And I told them some background information about myself and how I got to the point that I am. And I told them, I said, if you can perceive it, you can achieve it. Do it.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. So as far as you and your husband, Chris, have you guys worked together on any other foundations as well?
Well, we partner with other foundations.
Okay.
So Russ Parr from the morning show down in D.C. area, we've done a lot of things with him. Back when Chris was playing, we always partnered with anything the Redskins were doing when it came to charitable work.
Okay.
And then I actually formed my husband a foundation back in 2007 called the Chris Samuels Foundation.
So you've been working, yes.
Oh, I've been working a long time, very hard.
Looking at the show, your mother-in-law thinks that you just sit down and, you know, just spend his money on the show.
Right, and part of my job is paying her bills and making sure that she's okay. So I'm like, oh, if you want me to get a 9 to 5, I can definitely do that. But I don't know how your light bills and all that's going to get paid.
Right.
And if something goes wrong with the property that needs to be fixed, I don't know who's going to handle that for you. Because my husband is not the handyman. And he'll look at me, this dude, he's like, oh yeah, the mail's here. And he'll just sit on the counter. You know?
The typical man stuff, yes.
It is. And I appreciate being able to do that for him because he busted his butt for 10 long years with the Redskins. He's had 13 surgeries. My baby worked hard. So it's his time to sit back and enjoy and let his wife handle everything for him.
I love it. Now, since you're in the studio with us, talk about what we can expect this weekend on the Housewives of Potomac.
Okay. Well, you know we have a new time, 8 p.m. And I'm telling you, Ashley and her husband, Michael, got some things cooking up. Oh my goodness. And I've even talked to Ashley and told her the struggle is real when it comes to working with your spouse because me and my husband have worked together for over 10 years. So I get it. So I told her the best advice I can give her is to set office hours the same way you would go to work and come home. Don't talk about work in the restaurant when you come home. Y'all have to talk about other things and rekindle that.
Thank you. Don't bring work home and don't bring home to work.
Yes, you got to have a balance. You have to separate. And if they can do that, I know they'll be fine. Because you can see the love. When I'm around them, you can see the love.
So out of all the ladies that you've been on the show with thus far, who do you connect more with?
Charisse, my fellow Jersey girl.
I didn't, because it's like on some scenes you guys seem to be together, but at the same time, I didn't know from the last episode you and Ashley looked like you guys were getting along as well, pretty good. So I wasn't too sure how that went.
And I get along with everybody. So, but as far as whether we're filming or not, that's my girl. I talk to Charisse literally every day.
Wow.
Every day we're on the phone, and she actually just went to the Dominican Republic, so I didn't talk to her for a whole week. And I'm texting her like, can you come on back now? Like, this ain't cool. And she's laughing like, oh, I missed you.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, that's my girl.
How did Chris feel about you joining the show? Was he okay with it, like, initially, or did he have that shock, like, oh, about to have our lives on TV everywhere?
Yeah, we both had that shock factor because we're very private, to the point where when we posted pictures on Facebook with our kids, you saw the back of their heads.
I was going to say, when you mentioned the kids, I was like, wait a minute, we haven't seen the kids on the show as much or even really at all.
Yeah, you'll see more. You'll see more.
Okay.
But we made a decision together, and he said, you know what? We only live once. He said, let's take that negative connotation of reality TV and let's show them something positive and show them how a marriage works. And, we keep God first. We keep the communication tight. I know we'll be fine. So we wanted to put that out there and just show people something positive.
A little different, like you said. Because looking at the other ladies, you guys are definitely different. Like, like I say, I love watching the shows. They're all crazy. It's drama. I love, how all of the ladies are as individuals. But, you have some that talk about their money a little more than others. And even though you guys have a lot of money in all these houses, you don't showcase it like that. Even though on the show they're like, oh, you're bragging.
Right. It shouldn't be about what you have materially, because at the end of the day, if I'm sad, I can't pick up $100 bill and say, oh, I'm happy now. I'm looking at $100. Like, come on. It's all about building relationships and treating people with respect. And that's what me and Chris are about.
And another real aspect of your life on the show is the fact that you and Chris go to counseling.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a lot of folks think that's too taboo. Like, oh, y'all not going to catch me with a counselor or getting therapy or anything like that. I like that because it's a real thing for you.
Oh, yeah.
And you talk about having issues with your husband as well on the show.
Yes.
So I love that.
And one thing that I always say is, anybody who drives a car, do you take your car to get tuned up? Do you take it for service, oil change, and all of that? Well, it doesn't mean that me and my husband has to have an issue for us to go to a counselor and sit down. So sometimes you take that car in and you find out things that you didn't know was about to happen, and you caught it at the right time. I look at my marriage the same way.
Preach!
Take that thing, get that service, and make sure you good.
Oh,
and that's how you keep it tight.
I love it, y'all. Monique Samuels, one of the Housewives of the Potomac. Sundays, new time, you said 8 p.m., right?
8 p.m. on Bravo.
Also with the foundation, how can they get more information or even want to get involved with Boss?
Oh, man. So if you go to my website, MoniqueSamuels.com, I'll be posting plenty of information on how you can get involved there. And I'll have a link to the new site because it's actually in development right now. But you can also follow me on Twitter at I am Mrs. Samuels, or on Instagram at Mrs. Monique Samuels. So I'm going to always be posting information about that for sure.
All right. We look forward to seeing you this coming Sunday night. It is Philly's Power 99.